Every insurgency has two ingredients for success: covert foreign support and overt local support. For the Taliban, both seem to be in short supply now. In 1996, they conquer a lawless, unstable Afghanistan. This time things are different. People there have tasted a better life. So the Taliban may be winning districts, but they're not winning hearts and minds, as the president said. What about outside the country? Covert foreign support, same story. The global community is running out of patience. They tried giving the Taliban a chance to give up fighting. Not many terrorists get this opportunity, but the Taliban squandered it. They chose civil war over peace. So regional players are now gunning for their defeat, starting with Turkey. President Erdogan sees an opportunity in Afghanistan, a new ally in the Islamic world, and a chance to redeem itself at the NATO. Turkey is a NATO member. This is what President Erdogan, had to say about the situation in Afghanistan.
It is not the right approach for the Taliban to continue carrying out this step that almost amounts to an occupation. As Turkey, we are calling on the Taliban. They need to end the occupation of their brothers.
Kardeşlerinin topraklarını işgal etmeyi bırakması lazım.
So Erdogan wants the Taliban to pull back. Will they listen to him? Highly unlikely. For the Taliban, Turkey is no different from America. Both are invading forces. Last month, in fact, Erdogan offered to run the international airport in Kabul. The Taliban was furious. They threatened consequences if Turkish troops were deployed. But Erdogan is unlikely to give up. He's the NATO's trump card in Afghanistan, a conservative leader from a Muslim-majority country who wants to kick the Taliban out. And he's not alone, by the way. Russia, too, is having second thoughts. Dozens of Russian tanks are mobilizing near the Afghan border. They made a 200-kilometer march from a Russian base in Tajikistan. Why are they here? For a military drill with Central Asian partners. This is Russia protecting its backyard, basically showing the Taliban who is the boss. And this is a warning that the Taliban cannot ignore. Russia was shaping up to be a crucial ally. Remember, Taliban leaders were in Moscow recently. They even held a press conference in Moscow. But Russia has realized that you cannot tame this Taliban. Their rise is sending refugees to Central Asia. It's creating instability. So Putin is moving to stabilize his southeastern flank. Not just Russia, in fact, every regional power is doing what they can to protect the Afghan people and to keep the Taliban at bay. But what about the country that set off this crisis? What's the United States up to? Many would say they've done enough damage. Perhaps staying away would be the better option. But that's not how Washington works. They believe they're burdened by glorious purpose. And this glorious purpose has a new name: the Afghan QUAD. 4 countries have agreed to create a new diplomatic platform. It will focus on long-term peace and stability in Afghanistan. Who are the members of this QUAD? The United States, Uzbekistan, Afghanistan, of course, and Pakistan. Did that last one confuse you? It certainly confused us. Pakistan is a perennial troublemaker. They nurtured the Taliban, fed them arms and money. And now they're desperately pushing the Taliban 2.0 theory. What's the theory? They insist that these insurgents have matured and grown. Well, if they had, they wouldn't be insurgents anymore. This is a classic case of asking a thief to guard the safe. There is huge mistrust between Afghanistan and Pakistan. So why did the US put Islamabad in this grouping, in this QUAD? Possibly to put pressure on the Taliban. Washington is hoping to use Pakistan to check the Taliban. Will it work? Well, 20 years back, maybe. But today's Taliban is not Pakistan's puppet. In fact, it could be the other way around. So what America considers a masterstroke is actually another blunder. Last year, they baptized the Taliban, shared a stage with them, put them on a negotiating table and signed a deal. With a stroke of a pen, the Taliban became an official stakeholder, a legitimate player in Afghanistan. Look at the result. Now, with this QUAD, they're baptizing another serial offender, basically playing into the Taliban's hands. You can only marvel at these woeful American policies. Their presence destabilized Afghanistan. So did their withdrawal. And now, even in absentia, Washington has found a way to destabilize Afghanistan. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.